What's going on YouTube? I don't know if y'all can really see me like that, but hey, I just want to let y'all know, bro. Like, if y'all are trying to get a peace of mind, bro, and y'all don't got nowhere where y'all can go just to sit and think, just to, you know, think about how you doing in life, or just to get some peace and just, be in the quiet. These are things that I would do personally. Like with me, I'm outside right now. I'm listening to the crickets, and I don't know if those are like frogs, if y'all can hear it, maybe. But hey, usually I just come out here just to, you know, relieve with, overthinking, stress, or just if I got a lot of things in my mind, I'll just come outside you know, just to think, Tomorrow I gotta go to my little cousin's funeral tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? So I just thought, I would come outside because it's just a lot. It's just a lot right now, and I'm trying to, focus on a bunch of things. My problem is I'm focused on too many things at once, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna come outside, and I'm just gonna sit out here and think, and just, to see where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody ain't gonna always have, good days, and what I'm saying, everybody probably gonna act like they good, but in reality, they probably be hurting. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't saying I'm hurting or anything like that. It's just, some people have hard times, and sometimes people might need, a little bit of, quietness to themselves, just to think. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, we are by ourselves and everything like that, and we are the only people that can help us. Like I said, me coming outside, I just come outside usually, and usually I just come out here and think, man, because talking to people can be good, but like at the end of the day, like, you could talk with people over it, but I feel like that's gonna share, say you sad or mad or depressed or something like that, bro, and that energy that you got is gonna transfer to them. So like, I feel like it's just best to just not keep it to yourself, but like, not share it like all out. But it depends. People are different. But look, like I say, it's definitely nice just coming outside, just to think. You know what I'm saying? Just put your phone on D&D. Come outside. Listen to the crickets. You can even look into the sky. Even though it's all pollution, but hey, you can definitely do that. But look, I definitely ain't ready, for this thing tomorrow. But hey, you know, I gotta do it for my little cousin. At the end of the day, he always kept a smile on his face. So I gotta keep a smile on mine. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep that energy good. But it's just crazy. I gotta do this. I gotta go see my little cousin in the casket. I didn't think he would pass away such at a young age, but you know, we just gotta keep on running it up for him. Maybe it was his time to go. Maybe God probably just wanted him to, come home. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely sad for sure, but you can't change what God has in mind. You just gonna have to. God has a different story for everyone, but God probably, just like I said, he probably just wanted him to come home early. But hey, we just gotta keep on grinding, bro. Keep our heads up. I really don't try to make, like, not sad videos like this. Not sad. I don't want to say sad. It ain't the type of videos I normally make. But I know a lot of y'all are not as stable right now either. Like, emotional wealth like that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if I was y'all, like, I would just come outside just to think. Like, if you can, like, if you got to, bro, and just to avoid crashing out or getting mad at other people. Like, even if you smoke, like, I know a lot of people that's my cousins and stuff smoke, but look, if I was y'all, but look, if y'all do smoke or y'all don't, I don't smoke, but if y'all give y'all some advice just to get some things off your mind, y'all could go to the park at night. You could just, people that do smoke, you can bring you a little blunt or something, just smoke and just think. Make sure you like on a, you know, safe spot though. You don't want to be nowhere, too dangerous, something like that. But just bring you something like that, bro, and you can just, smoke and just think. You know what I'm saying? It ain't always a good thing to do, but I know some people they just need to cope. And it's just those people's ways just, you know, just coping. They can't really just sit and just walk. They probably need something to help them. But like sober people, y'all can do the same thing. You know, just go walk around your block, or go to the park, or just, you know, just think. You know, just go get some, just go walk some waters, go walk some things out your mind. You know, it'll definitely help you. You know, cause I'm, like I said, I know everybody don't always have good days. You know, everybody probably got bad days too. But look, that's just probably my word of advice to give to y'all, man. Just to go outside, be with nature. You know, put your phone on D&D. You know, let everybody know you're good. Just tell some people that you just working on yourself. You know, just taking some time just to, you know, isolate. How you say that stuff? Just be by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Just be solo. You know, until you're good. You know, don't always do it, but look, just do it every couple of days, just to, you know, just to think. You know, just to think where you at, and just, you know, hopefully things can get better. But I do hope y'all appreciate this video right here, man. And if y'all, like I said, if y'all need any other type of advice or anything else like that, and on my channel, just let me know, and I got y'all. Appreciate y'all.